asking about me, where I've been and where I sleep. It's hard to find me if you really want to. Turns past that takes a cool sign. Same ball cap, same old boots, trying to outrun the thought of you. But in this town the truth don't stall. You can't live in a town this small. You can change your mind but not your past. Every mile just feels like moving half. You can change my name in your phone. You can't live in a town this small. I moved on but not too far, just down the road from who we are. You can change your hair, change your street, but you can't outrun the memories. Nah, I ain't mad, I just laugh sometimes. How love can fade, but this town stays mine. They say small towns just don't forget. I guess you're right about that. You can change your mind, but not your past.
Well, the shower is done.
Unbelievable. Took forever.
Well, you know, you feel like it as it's happening, but then you look back and go, wow, it wasn't really that bad, was
Yeah,
it?
it wasn't bad.
It was about, it was about 4 days.
Right. We went from a bathtub shower combo to just a shower.
A walk-in shower.
Walk-in shower.
We were just trying to change our bathroom. It didn't need to be changed, didn't need to. But we did not want to keep the tub in the shower where you have to walk over the step
over the tub,
which is a danger as you're aging. So, I mean, when we bought the house, I knew we would change it. I didn't know what it would cost or how long it would take. I mean, it was a brand new house, but it was already built. And I was thinking, why the heck did they put in a tub next to a small bedroom, and all the bedrooms are upstairs? You know, if a kid is going to sleep down there, they'd want a shower. If they're old enough to sleep down there, they'd want a shower, right?
Right, exactly. So we made a decision, and what we were going to do was have a plumber pull out the bathtub shower combo and slide in a fiberglass shower.
But before we talk about that, I'm Sue.
And I'm Steve, and we're aging joyfully.
We're trying to, right?
Trying to, hopefully, yeah.
So yeah, it was supposed to be a simple one-day project. Slip the fiberglass piece in and the insert, and remove the tub first, and then insert the fiberglass insert. And it was one day, and we had a plumber all lined up.
Right, exactly. And the plumber kind of stood us up.
Now, he wanted $4,000. I thought that was extremely high.
Right.
He explained that when you build a house, you can put the tub in pieces, or, I mean, the whole thing, so you can get a cheap tub. But once it's existing, you have to get pieces, so it's a much more expensive shower.
Right, the shower part of it.
So we were going to do that, and I mean, I just wanted to do that. Don't change anything else, just that.
Yep.
He stood us up twice.
Well, he also had a reputation of not answering texts or responding to texts.
Based on our experience. He didn't answer
our experience.
He didn't answer our texts.
Right. We've used him a couple times in replacing toilets, and he seemed to be good with that. But when it came to the shower, this was a bigger job. And, you know, it really, when he didn't respond, that was kind of upsetting for how much money it was costing. So
I got angry, and I put a message on Nextdoor. I said, does anyone know a plumber? Just real brief. I said, we just want to change the tub to a shower. And I got 3 responses right away, and we set up 3 estimates right away.
Right.
And now, what's different today when you get an estimate, the first guy was going to buy the tub, the shower. I keep saying tub. He was going to buy the shower and install it. But what's different today is to keep the estimate looking low. They say you go buy all the supplies. So they only give you an estimate for labor. So you think it's very affordable, but you don't know the supplies are equal.
Yeah, exactly.
very equal to labor or very expensive. So we got 3 estimates, and one guy was very aggressive. He was nice, but aggressive. And we liked him because he was polite. He asked permission to open our cabinet. He came on time. He was polite.
Exactly.
And he was older, and we like older people.
Well, and he didn't drive a fancy truck or, have... the fancy truck was a big part of it.
Well, you got a big truck, you have $1,000 plus truck payment.
And you got to make that payment.
So you're going to be high. But he was the most affordable. He only wanted $2,000 for labor. And the other guys, I don't remember, but it was way more. One I think was $5,200
Right.
just for labor.
Right.
And then you've got
materials.
Well, we went out. We didn't know what materials were. He did tell us materials wouldn't be that much,
Right.
and we're like, not that much. Well, so we went tile shopping. Let's just show some of the tiles. We went here, there, and everywhere. And
So, how did we go from an insert to tiles?
I don't know. I don't really know how it got bumped up. We were just doing that, and it seemed like the 3 workmen who came all just expected it to be a tiled shower.
Yeah, and they showed us some pictures, and they look nice.
Yeah,
but not for what their estimates were.
But it just
except for one gentleman,
it just went up from that
Right.
that insert to tile, just kind of naturally, like
Right.
we were. It just somehow naturally just changed from that fiberglass insert to
tiles.
and it is a secondary bath, so it's not like it's the primary bath.
Right.
So.
But it is a bath that guests do see.
Yes, but we did not want doors. We did not want doors. I just never wanted doors.
On the shower.
Doors they can be challenging to keep clean as you have mobility issues. I think personally doors get in the way because it's a tiny bathroom. The toilet is right there. It's not very big. So I think the doors would get in the way. They're harder to clean. I didn't even think about the cost. I just did not want doors. I have a lot of different shower curtains. For the seasons, I change my shower curtains as we have, fall, Christmas, spring. I like to change my shower curtains, decorate, and I just never wanted doors. So I guess it was a good decision because I think the doors would have actually
Right.
made this even another $1,000 to $2,000 more.
Right, exactly. So here's some of the tiles that we looked at.
Tile after tile after tile, Home
after
Depot,
tile.
Lowe's, Home Decor. Steve found a tile and we're like, this is it. I mean, we were getting overwhelmed.
Yeah.
It had some kind of pattern and we started to buy it, and just for the walls it came up to $2,600. And I said,
Wow.
oh, no,
Wow.
no. We're not paying $2,000 just for tiles. Plus it was a pattern. And we wanted to keep neutral. If we're here 10 years or 20 years, you know how things get so outdated with patterns and colors. And I said, look, our kitchen tiles are Subway tiles. They're gray, they're simple.
Mm-hmm.
I said, let's just go with that, but white, because it's a small bathroom. Let's go with white Subway tiles and just keep it neutral. So if we are here in 10 or 20 years, I think Subway tiles would stay more.
Right. And Subway tiles are just a plain tile. It has a glaze on it.
Well, it doesn't. It's a flat. We didn't get the glaze because we didn't want it for my eye issues with reflection.
So Subway tile is just
It's
a
flat.
plain
It's a
tile.
flat. It's a
has
flat,
a
no
flat
shine.
dull finish.
But I think that's fine. So what our issue was, we thought that the workmen would want the big sheets of tiles because there's more grout with the tiles were 3x12s. The sheets were usually 12x12. We thought that he would want, he wouldn't do it. But he said he would. He would do the 3x12 tiles.
So these were the individual tiles, and you can see right here are the individual tiles. So you have to put up each individual tile as opposed to a 12 by 12 sheet that has tiles on a netting.
And grouted it. So we were overwhelmed with tiles, and then they're asking, what kind of drain? You want square, round, how big? What? We were keeping the same knob, but he's like, but you move it up because in a tub it's, I don't know. When you usually in a shower it's 46, in a tub it's maybe 32, or I mean I don't know any of this. I'm not a plumber.
And this is inches off the ground, and so it comes to about midway.
So we're getting overwhelmed with square, round, how deep, where do you want the knobs? Do you want another drain? The drain is at the front, and usually in a shower it's in the middle, not at the end. And then in addition to the drain and the positioning of the knob, and then we got a rain head that gets connected not from the ceiling. I didn't want them to drill another hole in the ceiling. I figured the less work, the less chance of problems. So we put it on the
shower head that was there. And so there's a lot of decisions to make, and it does get overwhelming.
Well, not just that. Then how high do you want the step? We wanted it as low as possible. Well, again, with mobility issues, we wanted it as low as possible where water would not go on the floor. I wanted it actually flat where you could just walk in. They said, no, you can't do that because they'd have to, I think, dig out the concrete. But he wanted to do like 3 boards. I said that's way too high.
Yeah, we did two
boards, which were
1 by 2s, I think. They were 1 by 2s, and then he puts marble across.
Well,
the
then he
top.
wanted to know what kind of marble. Do you want tile on the top or marble? And the inserts, the niches. Do you want the floor tile or do you want the wall tile? And the niches. Do you want 1 niche or 2? And how big do you want them to be? And I wasn't prepared to make all these decisions because we were doing the simple fiberglass.
Yeah, and the niches
insert.
are just the inserts that you could put bottles of shampoo in, soap dispenser, whatever.
So we asked for 2 because upstairs it's overflowing with things. I mean, you just put 1 bottle of shampoo and cream rinse and it's full. And then we had all the dog things, whatever. It was like I wasn't prepared to make all these decisions because we weren't doing a
fiberglass shower.
We were doing the fiberglass. We weren't doing the tile, and it got upgraded to the tile, and it was boom, 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 boom.
But the tile, getting upgraded to it is pretty nice.
It's very nice. Even though it's a basic tile, the floor, we love that.
The floor is nice. As you can see, the floor is pebbles.
And then grout. Really what color grout? Then you had to analyze your grouts. So you went dark, light.
Right, gray, warm gray,
what color?
bright gray, white. I mean, it's just crazy.
Yeah, and then you see, your floor looks a little bit dirty now that you've got a new shower. You want to redo the floor. Or what do you want to do?
And then you're thinking, well, the walls, and what do you want to paint those? And it goes on and on.
Well, it was well worth it, but now we are, because we've done this, and this is part of aging in place, we also want to have a laundry room downstairs.
Right.
So we've been looking, the only place we found was the little alcove outside the bathroom off the main hallway is a spot we could put a washer dryer. So we're looking for combo washers and dryers. Which one do you want that? Do you want vented, ventless? What do you want on that? So we were making all these decisions, and they're going to paint the bathroom. So anyway, here's the shower. It's gorgeous.
We're very happy with it.
We have not used it yet because I was too lazy to bring my shampoos down, and there's no shower seat, which I prefer to have in. And he did add the grab bars. He said he's never put grab bars in a shower before. But it is a good safety thing. Anybody could fall in the shower as it's slick. Actually, our son fell in the shower when he was 3 years old. Anybody could fall in the shower at any age.
Right, at any point.
Right. So he cut his chin open and has a scar under here for life.
Yeah. Anyway, tell us what you think down in the comments. If you have any suggestions, tell us. We'd like to hear it. And don't forget, hit like and subscribe.
We have lots and lots of videos. We have a lot of health because of the health issues we've had. Plus, as you age, everybody has some health issues. Yeah. We have some travel from previous years. We have our dogs, our wonderful 2 dogs. We have the remodeling. We just
and as you get older, you want to make your area safer for mobility issues. And so we're going to continue to do that, and you'll see more and more videos about our remodel and what we're doing.
Well, I wouldn't say we're doing a lot after these couple of things. I mean, our house is not that old. It's not an old house. I mean, that's most people would not even remodel. But we priced moving to different smaller houses, retirement homes, apartments. We priced everything, tiny homes. And overall, everything was more expensive. A tiny home, tiny home itself is, I mean, my gosh, they may be $100,000 to $200,000, but the lot rent could be from $400 to $1,000 a month, and you could have to move at any point. You lose control, as just like with HOAs, they could say, we're selling the land, we sold the land, and the tiny homes got to go. And it's hard to find land that take tiny homes.
Exactly.
And most of them are out in the country. We want to be close to medical care. That's the biggest issue. Like in East Tennessee, we looked extensively at East Tennessee because I did go to UT. And we looked at incredible tiny homes, which looks like a great area. But it's not very close to medical care. And Knoxville, East Tennessee is getting overrun with a lot of people who've moved there, so that they're putting a strain on their medical care right now, and house prices have gone up. So as much as we wanted to move there, and then they did have the flooding from the Asheville, North Carolina, Tennessee got flooded. About a year? Was it 1 or 2 years now? I think it's going on 2 years that they had the major flood, and they just missed it at Incredible Tiny Homes, but. I'm just saying, for us, for our comfort level,
it works to just stay in place.
It was actually more affordable to stay in our home, which many boomers have found. And we can get food delivered. They have rides. You could pay for transportation. We could get everything delivered. We could even have somebody come to cut our dog's nails. Give our dog shots. And the only thing we can't do is our health care, right? We have to go, we could do telehealth visits.
Right.
You can, and you can have medicine delivered. So we probably could do a good.
But then, are you really sick if you do telehealth?
Well, you know what? They have those monitors where they can do pulse and blood pressure. So I think that we probably could even do most of our telehealth. So we can actually stay in our home. And from what I've seen of nursing homes and assisted care, they don't give you a lot of care, is what I've seen. They're short of help, and that's just what I've read from all over in YouTube videos, that they're not getting the care you should get for the amount you pay, the $10,000 to $12,000 a month you pay. Who can afford that? So even though this bathroom shower was expensive, it was certainly cheaper than moving out. And actually, the tile one cost us $600 less than the fiberglass. That was the big shock, in addition to it being so much nicer. And the workmen was so much more conscientious. I mean, they were just going on and on, matching that drain to our handle, and
the cleanup was nice too. They cleaned up everything at the end of the day, and they were pretty conscientious about the whole thing. It worked out real well. And,
so it worked out better. And so we took that money for getting the laundry room, the washer dryer, and the work we're doing on that, which will be another video in the future.
Okay, so don't forget. Hit subscribe, comment, like.
And our dogs are going crazy, barking their heads off, so we've got to get going. So till we see you again,
take it easy.